The Island Club Diplomatic Corner Group, in partnership with the Center Table Group of the Island Club, held the first of its kind joint pre-group sitting lecture. The 2017 lecture with the theme Nigerians in the Diaspora, Strength and Challenges in Pursuit of National Development was held at the reception hall of the Island Club, Onikon, Lagos, on Thursday, 30th March 2017. The event started in earnest with the national anthem.
So I'm grateful to you for allowing us to use your platform for this event. And I think I should also specially thank the host of the day, who is going to take all our bills today. We are here solid to contribute our quota to good governance and to respect the dignity of man anywhere in the world. So that's our foundation. Having said that, I again want to thank you all. I want to adopt the protocol. That's why I didn't go through it when I started, because the time is fast spent. I want to adopt the protocol already well laid by the MC and the Dean of the Diplomatic Corner this evening, to wish us all a very wonderful afternoon.
The lecture brought together former Nigerian ambassadors of various countries of the world who used the opportunity to ask Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa pertinent questions on Nigeria's foreign policy and the welfare of Nigerians abroad. Dignitaries that graced the event include the guest speaker of the day and senior special assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman of the Island Club, Mr. Oladipo Okpesheyi, SAN, Alhaji Sharif Olarinwaju Folami, Dean of the Diplomatic Table, Otumba Ambassador Segun Akinsoya, Vice President of the Center Table, Reverend Oyebadejo, former Chairman, Central Association of Nigerians in the UK. The welcome address was delivered by the Dean of the Diplomatic Table of Island Club, Otumba Ambassador Segun Akinsoya. Ambassador Segun Akinsoya welcomed all to the event. He noted that the lecture was the first collaboration between the Center Table and Diplomatic Corner. He said the purpose of the lecture was to stimulate public interest, to brainstorm on important issues in the society, as the Island Club is not only a place to eat and drink, but also a place of affirmation of matters of the moment. Ambassador Segun Akinsoya describes the guest speaker as a voice of the voiceless, a symbol of hope and inspiration for all. He said her career in the media focused on gender issues in the parliament, sponsoring of bills that have changed the ways of the system, and her passion for the emancipation of womanhood and the girl child are worthy of note. He urged all present to pay rapt attention to the guest speaker to enable them gain from her wide experience. Honorable Abike Kafayat Oluwatoyin Dabiri Erewa, born in Jos, Plateau State, is a politician and former member of the Nigeria Federal House of Representatives who represented the Ikorodu constituency in Lagos State. She was the chairman of the House Committee on Media and Publicity. She was also the former chair of the House Committee on Diaspora Affairs. She was elected for the first time in 2003 and re-elected in 2007 and 2011. In 2015, she was appointed the Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora. Before her advent into politics, Honorable Dabiri Erewa worked for the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA) for 15 years, anchoring the weekly NTA Newsline program and taking a particular interest on poverty and social justice issues. She retired from her position at the Nigerian Television Authority to contest for election in the House of Representatives, where she won with a substantial majority. Honorable Dabiri Erewa attended Maryland Private School, Maryland, Ikeja, for her primary school education and St. Theresa's College, Ibadan, for her secondary school education. She obtained her first degree in English language from the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU, Ile-Ife. She has a postgraduate diploma, PGD in Mass Communication, and a master's degree in Mass Communication from the University of Lagos, Akoka. She also studied at the John F. Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University, USA. Honorable Dabiri Erewa sponsored a number of important bills that were passed by Parliament including the Freedom of Information Bill and the Bill for an Act to ensure full integration of Nigerians with physical disabilities and elimination of all forms of discrimination against them. Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, in her lecture, said there were currently about 15 million Nigerians in various parts of the world. She made the pronouncement at the Island Club, Lagos, during the lecture. The senior special assistant to the president said Nigerians living in different countries of the world were not all completely bad, but many of them were doing excellently well in their professions. To support her claim was a photo documentary of her interaction with Nigerians excelling in different careers, including the Nigerian WHIS engineer who designed Chevrolet Volt masterpiece. She said, although there is the good, the bad, and the ugly, Nigeria has proud stories to share of many of her diaspora nationals.
As I speak with you today, we're talking about 15 million Nigerians in the diaspora. As you know, sir, the statistic is not accurate, but we're trying to get an accurate database. But we're dealing with majority of them in America. We're looking at about 4 million, another 4 million in Europe. Then in Africa alone, we just realized that in Cote d'Ivoire, we have about 3 billion Nigerians in diaspora. That is not reflected yet. And I'm sure you know that. In Sudan, almost half of the population are Nigerians. Cameroon, the same thing. And you know, it's like, what's going on? In Sudan alone, if the Nigerians in Sudan leave Sudan, the country will collapse. And they're all doing great things. The richest man in Sudan is a Nigerian. The biggest real estate person in Sudan is a Nigerian. And we don't know all these things. When we went to Cote d'Ivoire, the only person importing cheap detergents to Cote d'Ivoire is a Nigerian. So it goes on and on and on. Before I start, I'll tell you that we're dealing with the people Obama called the most educated immigrants anywhere in the world.
She noted that Nigeria should always celebrate the good things that many of our globally celebrated Nigerians in the diaspora are doing. Honorable Dabiri Erewa said that the federal government has a working plan to engage Nigerians in the diaspora in contributing to the socio-economic transformation of the country. She also said the government is looking at the possibility under the Presidential Initiative for Excellence to meet Nigerian medical doctors abroad to come home during their vacations to help enhance national healthcare delivery in the country.
The Association of Nigerian Physicians in America, 70% of them are Nigerian doctors. 70% of the doctors are Nigerians. So we could go on and on, whether it's the world of education, science and technology, IT, our brothers and sisters are excelling. And of course we have the bad and the ugly, which has to do with the fact that we have a few Nigerians in trouble abroad. South Africa, we have 460 Nigerians in prison. India, we have 560. Brazil, we have 100 and something. I was in Brazilian prison to meet the women in prison, and one of them was a 73-year-old Nigerian woman who was caught with drugs. We went to look for her because she shouldn't be in prison, she should be under house arrest. When we got to Brazilian prison, we met the women, and sadly to say, in Brazil, the women are from the southwest. And the woman actually is from Lagos State. Her son, a pastor. Her son worked with a pastor. She wasn't feeling well. Put her on a train to Brazil. Said, when you get there, you're going to go for treatment. She didn't get the treatment. After 2 weeks, her visa expired. They now took her to South Africa. So on her way out of Brazil to South Africa, her visa had expired. The authorities noticed something, and they caught the 73-year-old woman. But we got her out of prison under house arrest, but she died eventually. I remember she helped me. She said, "Oh, Mom, my daughter, please don't let me die here." But she died there, but not in prison, but in hospital due to high blood pressure.
She urged Nigerians to have a positive mindset towards fellow Nigerians and believe in the African dream.
Let's celebrate ourselves, which is what we are doing. This office is doing in conjunction with other Nigerians. And then the challenge now is, how do we now have a partnership, a synergy? We can't have these great Nigerians and not have them be part of what is going on at home. Last year alone, Nigerians in diaspora donated $35 billion to Nigeria. President Buhari is in for $30 billion loan. And it's like, Mr. President, Nigerians in diaspora can give you that loan. And $35 billion is more than any aid from all the agencies put together. It's more than the internally generated revenue of the 36 states of Nigeria put together. So this is a strong group we cannot ignore. This is a strong group we just have to work with them. And the good thing is we are working with them. As I speak with you, there are lots of Nigerians who are coming back to Nigeria, who are establishing businesses, who are proud of their country and want to be part of the progress and development of their country. And we will continue to encourage them.
The event featured an interactive session that saw members of the Island Club and other guests present asking pertinent questions of interest and were offered feedbacks. The club also hosted Honorable Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa to a lunch at the same venue. The Island Club executives were joined by the former chairman of the club to present an award to the guest lecturer, Honorable Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa.
The chairman of Island Club is next to God, and his word is love. My dear sister, I told you I am indeed proud of you. I'm saying it for the opening time. Your delivery today has confirmed that. Without any doubt, I am still saying the sky is the limit. If at all you fall on the tallest. We pray that God in His infinite mercies will make us the Yoruba. Because I have to say it in local language so that everybody can understand. What the chairman has asked me to do is to make this token gift to you. And it is a plaque award which is presented to you, Honorable Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa, in appreciation of your delivered lecture. May God in His mercies make you grow bigger and stronger.
Afterwards, the event took a turn from the usual program of the club. To spice up the event were scintillating heart-moving vibes that stole the heart of Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, who stomped the dance floor stylishly with some members of the Island Club. On behalf of the chairman and CEO of Biscon Communications, we heartily congratulate the Senior Special Assistant on Diaspora and Foreign Affairs and the Island Club.
That's part of it. A database of Nigerians in diaspora is important. Work is going on it. Every embassy should have a database of Nigerians in their country, period. You know, it should be statutory. If there are 10, just list them as 10. If there are 1,000, list them as 1,000. So it's important to keep a database of every Nigerian in your country. And the diaspora organizations are also working to have a database of their membership. By the time we put all that together, we did an accurate database that will also break down into what each person are doing. With a touch of a button, you can know that you have a Nigerian doing this here and there. Smaller countries have it. So there's no reason why we can't have it. So that's why we're moving towards having a functional commission, a functional policy, and a functional and efficient diaspora. You know, they talk about when we come back home, they don't integrate, there are bureaucratic bottlenecks, there are issues of doing businesses in Nigeria. You want to spend 2 weeks, whatever you came for, you cannot even process the document within 2 weeks. We know those challenges. The policy identifies those challenges and also deals with how you deal with these challenges. Of course, these challenges are not just diaspora based, you know. We're working on the ease of doing business. You know, you can see a lot the VP's office is doing in that regard. So generally speaking, good leadership is important, no matter what you do. And that is why we need every Nigerian to support the programs and policies of the Buhari administration. It's going to be tough. It's a long road to travel, but we're going to travel that road and we're going to succeed. So it's about leadership. So the whole